So everybody, welcome to another edition of our Swing Time video calls, and I'm so happy to welcome Cosmas Mufaya to the show. Cosmas, how you doing, my good friend?
I'm all right, Ian. Are you okay?
Not too bad. A little bit stir crazy. As you can see, I've been stuck in the loft, so it's baking hot in here. How's things with you? Good?
Yeah, things are all right. Obviously, with this tough situation, but I'm trying to do as much as I can. Play golf at back garden, trying to do my exercises. I'm jogging every single day. So yeah, I'm okay. I'm just trying to keep my mind relaxed. It's quite hard, to be fair, because I'm an outdoor person. So staying in the house is kind of killing me. But it is for the best, and hopefully we can come out of this situation sooner rather than later. But obviously, the NHS they're doing their best, and we can't thank them anymore.
Absolutely. I mean, well said. I couldn't have said that any better myself, actually. And you're right. And we will get out of this. We will come out of this. So I'll tell you what. Let's talk about golf. Let's talk about what we both love. So I want to know how you got into golf.
Okay. Well, it's quite. To be fair, my dad is the one that basically. I say it didn't make me start, but I think I just got the inspiration from my dad. I was about 6 years old. I can't remember much, and my dad obviously is the one that played for the sport first in our family. So I started at 6, and I ended up winning my first junior tournament, 9 holes at 6 years old. So in that year of period of starting, I went to win a medal back in Africa, in Zambia. And then,
oh, wow, nice.
Yeah, I just took it on the spot, and then from there, just carried on playing it.
What are the courses like in Zambia?
They've improved now. Not as good here, but they are 4 really good courses, decent condition. There's 2 really, I would say, up to par, really decent conditions. But we do just because of this money situation. But yeah, we're trying the best. But it's much better than it was when I was 6, definitely.
Yes, definitely. So, Cosmos, where would you say you are in your career today? Are you happy with your progression so far?
I think it's a slow burner for me. I expected more than I am in this situation, but I can say it's easy to say I should be there and I should be this. And I think the more I've grown up, I'm starting to understand it's a process. I think at the early stage of my career, I was expecting to just go ahead and everything just comes in my way. What I want to do is just going to come straight up. I've learned to, day by day, stick to the process of basically short-term, medium, then long-term goal. At the time when I turned pro at 22, I thought the long-term goal just going to come straight away, and I'm just going to be basically just do it and just start making money out of golf. And it didn't work out that way, but I'm still working hard, and I've still got the faith I can make it. But one of the things that for me financially, that's one of the things that I do fight with at the moment. The ability, talent has always been there. Mentally, I've grown to be much better mentally. I've worked with a psychologist, so it's helped me quite a lot in seeing all the things that could affect my golf inside and outside of golf that could bring to my golf. So yeah, something that I've just had to mature a little bit more in my head rather than my game, because my game has always been there since I was young. It's just at professional level, I put too much pressure on myself.
I'll tell you what, they always say you're your own harshest critic, don't they? And certainly never more so in golf. Look, I've seen you play at Crossland Heath, of course, in the 2020 Pro Tour, so I know the abilities there 100%. Which brings us nicely, actually, you did mention it, the mental side of the game. I've spoken to a lot of pros in this series, and I always find it fascinating. And I say this to everybody, I'm about a 20 to 22 handicapper, so I'm a bit of a chopper. I kind of chop my way around. But that's okay. There's no expectation on me to do particularly well. But I still find my head going after about 15 holes. I'm sort of half me's in the clubhouse, if I'm totally honest. And but you're a professional, so how do you sort of stay in that zone with about 4 holes to go?
Again, at the young age and at amateur level, you don't really understand the mental part. It's completely different when you turn pro. You have to kind of try not to think about, I need to make money. I need to make sure that what I put in as I'm going to bring out at the worst, or I need to make money out. So I think for me, like I said, it's taken me a little bit longer to understand. I'm playing the same sport. I need to have the mentality that I used to have as a kid, where I'll just go out there. If I play, I play. If I play bad, I'm just going to go out and practice after playing golf and let bygones be bygones and just work on performing next tournament. But when I turned pro, on the other hand, when I didn't play well, early age of my career, basically saying, "Am I good enough? What am I doing so wrong?
Yeah.
I need to change this and change that," rather than looking at deep what's going on mentally, which is hard to accept when I started working with a psychologist. And it's fine lines, but you have to basically go back to what's the reason why you're playing golf. You enjoy it, and if you play well, you play well. You don't play well, work on the small things. Look at the main little small things rather than the big picture of my swing's not great. I'm not striking it well. Look at the how many you've hit, how many putts, based on how many where you missed it left or right. Just little small things in detail, and they try to get them sharpened up, and then try work on getting a good round next round.
It's very technical, isn't it? And it's very, but it's also very easy to overthink. I certainly think with golf as well. I do that quite a lot. When I'm playing, if I just rock up and just almost don't practice, I seem to hit it straight. But when I think about it, I'm in the tree. Mind you, I'm in the tree a lot, but
Yeah.
Right, good. Let's have a bit of a look. You've been a pro for a little bit of time now, so there must be an embarrassing moment. Have you ever been on the first tee and absolutely shanked it and just thought, "Oh no, I can't believe I did that"?
Honestly, believe it or not, no joke. I've never had an embarrassing moment. I've never been where I've shanked it. I've thinned it. That was my first tournament I played as a professional on the Sunshine Tour in Zambia. That was when the second round, I shot 1 under, first round, which I was happy with as the first professional event. Expected because I was hitting it great, and I'm fresh out of being an amateur, so I'm feeling confident.
Yeah.
And I thinned it, but it went straight, and I just started laughing. I'm like, this is pressure. Why did you just stay down, let the swing do all the work? So it's not as much embarrassing, but that's one of the embarrassing moments in my opinion. So
I'll tell you what, if you want to see some embarrassing moments, mate, you want to play around with me. That's what you want to do. So you played on Sunshine Tour. That's a big tour, Sunshine Tour.
Yeah, it is a big tour. That's what woke me up a little bit, just to see where obviously level of play where I am, what I need to work on. So my first professional tour was on the Sunshine Tour. I got an invite because I was one of the best professionals in Zambia. So I was about to. Yeah. So I was about to turn pro in 2015. I was debating whether should I do it or should I not, just because of financial wise. And I just came to a decision, basically saying, let's just go ahead, see how I'm doing. Things come my way financial wise, then it will do. And if it doesn't, I'll just keep working hard. Maybe need to get a job and try and manage both ways. But yeah, so I managed to get an invite. I made my first time I made the cut. So I did,
Brilliant.
so I just made the cut. I was one that shot like round. So I just made the cut and I'm feeling good. I'm thinking, let's try to go deep on the weekend. And unfortunately, I think I shot 2 over on the Saturday and I shot 8 over on the Sunday. So I think after the 2 over, well, it brought me down to +1. I just thought, I can't win this. And again, the mentality of thinking, there's no point because I can't win it. I just relaxed too much and then the concentration just went. Once again, it's mental. From there, I'm still feeling good, but I'm still a bit down of why is my game not gone up from the first 2 rounds, which I do expect very highly of myself. As you said, it can be good for you or it can be bad for you. You just need to find the balance. So yeah, after that, I finished uni and I played in a few events on the 1836 tour, which I didn't go as great, but I got a few top tens, which is not bad. But I'm still expecting to win at this time of a level of play that I was playing. So I played, I think, 2 or 3 events. And in 2016, I got my affiliate card. Basically, you can play some events, and most of the events you have to qualify and then play into main events. That's on the Sunshine Tour. So that was a very good experience. I think I played at 7 events. I made 3 cuts, and I missed 4. So again, not the best result because I'm wanting to get where I want to get by getting top 5 or winning. But again, I had to come to the big brains up there to learn to accept that it's a process. And I kind of defeated myself a little bit at the start of my career. Then, just kind of pushing on since then. And it was a very good experience. I would like to go back, but at the moment, I need to sort my game out and make a name of myself as a professional level here. And then we'll look into the future, hopefully, on the Sunshine Tour later on.
It sounds very positive, though. It sounds like you are going in the right direction. It's one thing to sort of not know where you're going, isn't it? You've identified the issues and are moving forward with those. So, I would be very encouraged, I think, if I was you. It sounds like you're very close to it, to be honest with you, Cosmas. It sounds like you're very close.
Yeah, it does sound like it. Like I said, the main worry for me is I do sometimes in my free time, especially now, is I feel like the game is there. I need more play time. More play time involves money. I'm still working now. I'm working for Lloyds Banking Group, so that's customer service advisor, and I'm trying
Yeah.
to. And I've also got my missus. I've got a little daughter as well, so I'm just trying to.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, we just got engaged last year, so that's something I'm getting.
Oh, another congratulations.
Yeah. So I'm trying to, but I think this come to my head since obviously being engaged and juggling all these things. It's kind of made me think there's more things important than worrying about a bad round. Make sure my health is good. Okay, exactly. That's one of the things I think in my life now. My mental strength is starting to get better because I'm trying to look at more of the positive, more than most important. Yes, you can have a bad round, but hey, Tiger Woods has a bad round. Let's look at the things that are more important. Okay, golf is important. Let's work on the things that are not working and keep the things that are really working. I'm swinging it great, but what are the main little things that are making me not shooting -4, -5? The things that I was doing as an amateur when I was young, where I just shoot -3, walk out of it like I could have done -7, -8. But I was still thinking I'm still good enough. That's what I need to keep thinking mentally every time I'm playing is I've got a family, I'm happy. And if I hit a bad shot, let's go to the next. If I don't play a good round, let's still look at little things like I said earlier in the conversation and let's try to sharpen them up. But like I said, financial wise, if I can get a sponsorship, that would be the most amazing thing. It will allow me to stop working and I can just focus on my golf. I can just get a bit of that freedom. I think I can get to the European tour, God willing, which is my main goal. So yeah.
Well, I can just say as well, if there are any business companies watching this who are interested in getting involved in golf, certainly on sponsorship level, I can certainly vouch for you and your playing ability without one shadow of a doubt. Like I said, I have seen you play live, and you are an exceptional talent. There's no denying that. And if it's any consolation as well, I know certainly Mr. Rory McIlroy always seems to have at least one blow up every Masters. Yeah. Sorry, Rory.
Yeah, but play as well. So yeah, it does happen. It's just learning to accept it and we'll move forward.
Exactly. So look, Cosmas, you've played over in Africa quite a bit. I know you've played in the UK quite a bit. Is there a particular course that you could always go back to? In fact, let me ask you this: if you could only play one golf course for the rest of your life, where would it be?
It's got to be Augusta. It has to be.
Oh, good man.
Don't say that, then there's something wrong with you up there. But because the conditions are great, everything is so good. Okay, you want to play on a perfect course, but also challenging. So you can have the good lies, you can have the bad lies. There's no excuse. You know, you hit it in the bushes, you deserve to get punished. You hit on the fairway, then you deserve to obviously get a birdie, but still you need to get on the green and into pot. So it's kind of a challenging, but condition-wise amazing.
I think when you watch it on the telly as well, you don't quite realise there's quite a lot of undulations as well, isn't it? It looks relatively flat on the telly, and I've got to be honest, it doesn't look. Look, I'm a 20 odd handicapper, so you know, and it's probably because the pros make it look easy. It doesn't look that difficult, but everybody you hear when they say it's a wicked course, it really is. You do a bad shot, that's it. Write that hole off, you're finished.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Definitely.
So I better never play it then because I've got no hope.
Hopefully I will invite you in the future if I do get opportunity to play there.
Oh, you would make a dream come true if you ever did that. I can assure you.
There's no chopping. You can fin it, but no fatting.
All right, I better get down there. I better get some practice in. Can I have some coaching then?
Yeah. Now we can have 3 sessions before we go on there.
Right, because we get a lot of people on who watch it, and a bit like myself, actually, we want to know what the pros play. So, can I ask you what's in your bag? Can we go from top to bottom? What driver do you play? Let's work our way down through irons, wedges, into the putter.
I'm still in the revolution of Nike. I'm a big fan of Nike since I was a kid watching.
You got the shirt on, see?
Yeah, good shirt. What's on this side? Yeah. So I'm a big fan of Nike. I'm still stuck in that era of basically since I was a kid watching Tiger Woods. I've always wanted to wear Nike stuff, play Nike gear. Hopefully in the future get sponsored by Nike. I try to be as athletic as I can and try to promote Nike as much as I can. Hopefully one day I do get that opportunity. But yeah, I've got Vapor Pro, which is I've got it on 8.5 at the moment.
Beautiful looking driver as well, isn't it? By the way.
So good. In my opinion, that's the best drive they've made since
Yeah,
Ignite, which is a long time ago. I think 2000,
yeah.
2001.
I'm not sure. I
Yeah,
don't know the exact date, but yeah, it's
yeah,
a bit of a golden oldie now, isn't it?
yeah. So I've got the Vapor Pro, which is my drive well, and my irons as well, Vapor Pro, semi blades. My wedge is the same. I've got 60-degree wedge, and I've got 56. And just to top it off with my putter, I've got a yes putter, just to get confidence that I'm gonna hold every single putt and go, yes, I hold that putt.
That's what I like to hear.
Yeah.
So there's going to have to come a time, then, because obviously Nike don't make hardware anymore. There's
Yeah.
going to come a time when you have to swap over. Are you looking a few years down the line yet, or are you thinking of, do you know what, I'm going to have to make the plunge? Because I imagine even on your irons and stuff, the grooves will wear out eventually.
Yeah. Then to be fair, I look I look after everything I wear or I've got in my life. So they're not too bad. You won't believe how the conditions are. Obviously, the back part of it, a little bit of marks, but they're not as bad as what I've seen on eBay if I had to get a second hand. So it's not that. I would
Yeah,
like to get, I'll probably say I'll go to TaylorMade or Titleist. I've had to go
yeah.
to TaylorMade drive and that thing comes out like a thing of beauty. It's quite similar feel that I get with the Vapor
What's
Pro.
that? TaylorMade, the new
Yeah,
sim driver.
yes, yeah.
Yeah,
That's amazing. So if I had to obviously go for another brand, I'll go for TaylorMade. I think every professional, high level professional, are using TaylorMade. It obviously
yeah.
is the personal, but me, I'd go for it only because financial wise at the moment, I've got other things that I need to obviously be looking at rather than the golf clubs. They're doing good at the moment. So
Exactly. That's what I mean. You don't need, if your Nikes are doing a good job, then you don't need to worry about that. So I've got another question for you then. With your Nikes, how many hole-in-ones have they given you?
you know what? This is a question that keeps out. They keep amateurs I've played in pro. They keep asking me what that. I haven't got any yet. Unfortunately, I've hit
Yes, we're the same. I'm just as good as you.
You can have that one. You can have that one.
Yes, winning.
Yeah, so I've been one of the players. I've hit the pin. I've lipped out. It's gone in and come out, and nothing has just stayed in. So, and I've heard I was playing with the pro-am, I think about 6 months ago. I can't remember what it was. I think it was in Manchester on 1836 tour, and he's had 6. He's in. I think he's about 42. I'm like, you've had 6, and I've had
Yeah.
0. At least share one. Just give me one.
Yeah.
At least. So
I spoke to a few of the guys, certainly from the 2020 Pro Tour in this series, and another golfer has had 6 as well. I won't spill the beans on who it is, but somebody else had 6, and I'm like, I've never even been close, but that's hardly a surprise. So, if I just get it on a green, I'm happy.
At least you've hit the green race. If you hit that it does help. It does count.
Yeah. Only just. I'm right on the edge.
Still, if you had to write it down in the book, it would be green regulation.
Very true, very true. So, Cosmas, I will let you go very, very shortly. But before we do, one thing I always like to do is always let you give a shout out to anybody. I know you're currently seeking sponsors as well.
Yeah.
But is there anybody who's helped you in your career? Any coaches, family members, of course, always deserve a shout out, don't they? Who'd like to give a little bit of a mention to?
Yeah. My main support is I can't think of more. Is my mum. Obviously, my being part of it was as in by me playing the sport and when I needed it. But I think my mum has been the biggest support since I've been playing golf, especially when by bringing us to England, which made a massive. It made it really help with my golf by where it is now. So a big shout out to my mum. Thank you, dad, as well. Big shout out to my dad. Because the coach I'm working with now is James Whitaker. He's been helping me quite a lot to keep everything simple, my swing. I did get to a point where I started blaming my swing, but it wasn't my swing. So a big shout out to him. And also Abner Sachiti. That's my psychologist that I was working with. I worked with him for about 8 months. He's been doing a great job, basically making little things as in family is important as well. And just little things that are going to help me to become a better player mentally. So, big shout out to them. And that's it. Those are the people that have been helping me quite a lot. Cheering me up, which helps as well. So I thank them as well.
Brilliant, fantastic. Just quickly, Cosmas, whereabouts are you based? Just out of interest.
I'm in Pontefract at the moment.
Pontefract. I was going to say, you certainly picked up the accent, haven't you?
Yeah, because I've been brought up. I've been I was a kid, so I'm like, my accent is no longer, there's no African accent in there anymore. It's West Yorkshire. Yeah.
Yorkshire, good man. I'm a Harrogate boy originally, so I sort of know the area reasonably well. So good. And when we get back out of all of this, we're going to see you back on the 2020 Pro Tour this year.
Yeah, definitely. I like to play a few more events. Obviously, with this situation, we can't play. But yeah, I like to play a few more events, but probably more next year because what's happened with this year. But like I say, financially, if obviously sponsorship does come along, I work hard and I'm willing to give 100% like I always do, and I'll play as many events as I can this year.
Fantastic. And just last point then from me, really, if there are any businesses or anybody interested in getting in touch with Cosmas, certainly with regards to sponsorship, how do we get in touch with you? What's the best place to go to?
Probably Instagram or Facebook, but my Facebook is more well-rounded, my family and my golf, but my Instagram is the best, Cosmas Mufaya. So you can hit me up on Instagram or you can probably call me or text me. We can put my phone up if you want me to do that as well. I can say that, which is would be amazing. Cool. And for anybody that's willing to support this journey and seeing how I can actually move forwards and compete with these good players in front of me. So yeah.
Fantastic. Right, Cosmas, it's been an absolute pleasure. Stay safe, won't you? And I'll see you out on tour soon.
Yeah, thanks, Ian. It's been a pleasure, and thanks for talking to you.